Hello everyone, welcome to our channel TJ Comments and Answers. I hope you're all doing well. In this new video, we're going to prepare for the Apply Yourself to the Field Ministry section for the week of October 6th to 12th. I hope this will be very helpful for many of you. Let's get started. Alright, let's begin with Start conversations. House to house. The person wants to argue. Good morning, we're visiting people to share a brief thought from the Bible. Oh, don't talk to me about the Bible. That book was written by men and is full of mistakes. I understand your point, many people think that way. I don't want to argue, I just wanted to share something that has really helped me. But if you can prove that the Bible has no mistakes, maybe I'll believe you. Well, I appreciate your honesty. I'm not trying to convince you today, I just wanted to leave you with a positive thought. Smiles, the Bible says at Titus 3 verse 2 that we should be peaceable and kind to everyone, something that's hard to see nowadays. Well, that's true. People don't treat each other with respect anymore. Exactly, and that principle has helped me stay calm even when others think differently. If you'd ever like to see what the Bible says about why we can trust it, I'd be happy to come back another time. Alright, maybe another day. Thank you for your time. Have a great day. Now let's move on to Start conversations. Informal witnessing. Use one of the Bible truths we love to teach from Appendix A of the brochure A Work of Love. Hey, I saw you were reading the news again. Everything okay? Yeah, it's just depressing. Every day there's something worse, wars, violence, diseases, and now everything's more expensive. I get you. Sometimes it feels like the world is out of control, right? Exactly. You work hard, but things just keep getting worse. I feel the same way. Actually, I was thinking about that the other day and remembered a Bible promise that always encourages me. I don't know if you've heard it, but it says that a time will come when God will completely remove all human suffering. Really? That sounds nice, but hard to believe with everything going on. Yes, I understand your point. The promise is found at Revelation 21. 3:4. It says that God will wipe out every tear from their eyes, and death will be no more, neither will mourning nor outcry nor pain be anymore. I love that verse because it doesn't just talk about hope, it talks about a real change that God promises to bring to the earth. That's a beautiful verse, but how do we know it will really come true? Good question. What convinces me is that many Bible prophecies have already been fulfilled with accuracy, and that gives me confidence in the ones yet to come. Also, when Jesus was on earth, he used his power to heal the sick and even raise the dead, showing what he'll do in the future. I hadn't thought about it that way. If all that came true, life would be completely different. Exactly. That's why I like talking about this. With so many bad news stories, having that kind of hope gives me peace. If you'd like, another day I can show you more about how God will make that promise a reality. I'd like that. Sometimes you really need to hear something hopeful. I'm glad we could talk. Sometimes all we need is a little positivity in the middle of all this chaos. Now let's move on to make return visits. House to house. Introduce and discuss a video from the teaching toolbox, but don't play it. Good afternoon, it's nice to see you again. Last time we talked a little about why there's so much suffering in the world, do you remember? Yes, I do, though I didn't have time to read what you left me. No problem, I completely understand. We all have busy days. That's why I wanted to show you a very short video from jw.org called, Why Does God Allow Suffering? It explains in a simple way why God has allowed problems for a time and what He'll do to end them. That sounds interesting, but I'm about to head out. I understand, I don't want to take up your time. If you don't mind, what day or time would be best for me to come back so we can watch it together? It's less than 3 minutes long. Well, I'm usually more relaxed on weekends. Perfect, I can adjust my schedule and come on Saturday morning if that works for you. In the meantime, I'd like to leave you with a thought from Psalm 37. 10:11, where it says, Just a little while longer, and the wicked will be no more, but the meek will possess the earth, and they will find exquisite delight in the abundance of peace. I like that verse because it shows that God promises to bring a time without suffering, when people will live in peace. That's a beautiful verse. I hope that time comes soon. It surely will. And the video explains exactly how God will make that promise come true. So, if it's okay, I'll stop by on Saturday around 10 a.m. That's fine, I'll be here at that time. Excellent, thank you very much. I'm glad we can keep talking. Have a great day. Now let's move on to make disciples. Today we'll start lesson 17. It says, as we learn about what Jesus did and said on earth, we discover qualities that draw us closer to Him and to His Father, Jehovah. Have you ever thought about what made people feel so drawn to Jesus? I think it was because He was kind to everyone and spoke with warmth. Exactly. That kindness made people want to listen to Him. Let's see the first point. The paragraph says that Jesus has been in heaven for a very long time learning from His Father. Then it cites John 5:19, could you please read it? The Son can do nothing of His own initiative, but only what He sees the Father doing. Very good. According to that verse, why does Jesus resemble His Father so much? Because He does what He's seen God do. Exactly. It's like a son who learns from his father by watching him. That's why Jesus could say, whoever has seen me has seen the Father. Do you think getting to know Jesus better can help us understand what Jehovah is like? Yes, of course. If Jesus acted like His Father, knowing Him teaches us a lot about God. Well said. Let's move to the next point. The paragraph cites John 14 verse 31, where Jesus said, "I am doing just as the Father has commanded me." How does that show Jesus' love for his Father? Because he obeyed everything his Father asked him to do. That's right. And notice, he did so even when it was difficult. Do you think we also show love for God when we obey his commands, even when it's hard? Yes, I think so. It's not always easy, but it shows that we love him. Very good observation. Also, Jesus loved talking about his Father and helping others to get to know him. That teaches us a lot about showing love for God. This point mentions Proverbs 8:31, where it says that Jesus feels special affection for the sons of men. In what ways did he show that affection while on earth? He healed the sick, helped the poor, and treated everyone kindly. Exactly. And more than that, he was willing to die for us. Look at how John 15:13-14 expresses it, where Jesus said, "No one has love greater than this, that someone should surrender his life in behalf of his friends." What does that teach you about the love Jesus has for you personally? That he really cares about everyone, even me. That's right. And when we try to imitate that compassion, we draw closer both to Jesus and to his Father, Jehovah. Today we've seen three qualities of Jesus: his resemblance to his Father, his love for him, and his love for people. Next time, we'll see how we can imitate those qualities in our daily life. Well, those were the examples of the presentations for the "Apply Yourself to the Field Ministry" section for this week. I hope they're very helpful to you, my dear brothers and sisters. Sending you a big hug, and may Jehovah bless and protect you always.